How's it going, guys?
Aerospace. All systems online. Shields offline.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream, guys.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on. Okay. Shields online. Landing gear deployed. Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear raised. Okay. Swap. Shields hit. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Okay. Check the fire.
What do you mean, check fire for this game, man?
Shields hit. Target destroyed. Okay. Target destroyed. Okay. Target
No, most of the ships are stationary, so I guess we have to do some other missions. They moving, but like in a weird way. You can see it. Bug fest.
shields hit.
man, this thing is so bad.
Target destroyed. Bogey. Shields hit.
Man, this thing is so bad again. I thought they fixed it, you know, but it's not. Like with server meshing when it was introduced, it fixed a lot of those issues, and they're back again. I mean, look at it.
Target destroyed.
Are you friendly? I'm so confused by this. 400i. Oh my god. Okay. How's everybody doing, guys? How's your evening? Let's wait. It should recover. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate you all. That's a Star Citizen experience in the last 5 days or so. Oh, thanks guys. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We'll wait, I guess. Yeah, we'll wait a bit. Oh, we're back, we're back. Let's go. So, is this 400i? I'm a little bit confused. Do I shoot it? I don't know. It's moving, but it's not aggressive, so I don't know. Oh, okay. You did shoot it. He has large shields, so this is I think it's one large shield on it, I'm not sure. Let's see what's inside of this caterpillar, because we might, we can take that, I think. I don't think scanning is working. Empty cargo? Really? Oh, it's not empty. Do I take that? Let's see. Let's see if this thing is flyable. Not sure what's happening. I'm supposed to protect the ship. I don't think I should be taking it, but start seeing it. We'll never know. Let's see what's inside of it. Open up. Yeah, I can enter. Okay, let's see. Let's get a gun out just in case. So main deck, yeah, it's full of cargo. The main deck is on the second floor. We need to go up. I think there's a stairwell here, yeah. What? Okay, and I think it's this way to the left. Is it? I haven't been inside of this for a while. Yeah, right here. No pilot? Okay, I'm gonna take that. Let's see if it's flyable. Guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes. Love you all, guys. Let's see. Yeah, we've been having a lot of issues in the game, but we're still trying. Okay. So we're just gonna take this baby to Everest. There's a lot of cargo in it, so we're just gonna dump it into our elevator and deal with it later. Right above us, right there. Accelerate, baby. Excuse me. A little too fast. Slow down. Okay, we've got pad. Oh my god, they can't lift off. What's happening? Come on, come on, come on, come on. More power. Okay, let's get closer to the elevator.
Landing complete.
It's struggling to lift off because it's so heavy. Boom.
Your systems are offline.
We're just gonna drop things on the ground and then carefully move them inside of the elevator. It's not a lot, you know, some of the boxes. Advantage of this mission, the boxes are large, you know, I don't need to deal with a bunch of little boxes. Oh, there's a small box right there, but I want to do it fast because this ship can disappear. Nine boxes. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's it, right? Okay, thank you, ship. We have a TLS, but I don't want to deal with pulling it out right now because I just want to avoid things disappearing, so it's okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I just got the server for Enshrouded, so I think we're gonna be playing it. I played it for a little bit, so we have, you know, first village being built right now. But yeah, later tonight we're gonna be doing some Enshrouded, so definitely come by. First, we have to do all this work. Ooh, it's getting hot in the room. It felt nice. I opened up the balcony door and the windows and turned off AC, but it's getting so hot in here now. Okay, almost done. Couple more boxes, and then we'll continue. We have a large supply run, so we need to get our big boy, and we'll go to the planet. We had to leave our fighter F8C in you know, outside of the one of the moons, but I mean, I'm by myself, so I have to do it, you know. Okay, cool. Pull this down.
Just got word that you turned in that contract. That should help Hurston gain some ground.
Nice. Let's see the progress. Wait. Restore that, yeah. So we're getting close to Hurston Dynamics. I mean, there's still way to go. We have about 1,000 out of 2,800, but as long as you know, things are working, we're gonna do great.
Great. That's a win. I'll make sure this gets locked.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Wow, what? What do you mean unknown? I stored it here another day. Oh no. Come on, game. We'll have to file a claim. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It sucks. Okay, we're gonna go get our F8 and it takes 25 minutes to get our M2, so we're just gonna wait and try to do some other mission. Let's see the progress again. Journal. Yeah, we need to get to 1500 at least, but ideally finish it all. Let's do this. Guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you all. One second. Oh no! No! It's a disaster! Come on, Star Citizen. It didn't store the caterpillar and just... Oh man. Can I pull you? Oh man. Can I get out? It's gonna end as a disaster, but we're gonna try. I owned 350, I mean 325, 315, sorry, I got them all confused. One of my favorite ships, absolutely love it, but it might be going into the Zeus at some point, just because this ship is great, it just, I don't know what to do with it, you know. Okay, can we pull out? Let me out! Let me out, let me out. Yeah, we're good.
Landing gear.
Okay, we're good, we're good. It's such a joy to fly, guys. If you need a ship under $100, so it costs like 60 bucks, maybe 75, $65, something. I think 60 or 65. They have a couple of different models. This one is 315, and it's exploration, so basically has more fuel and bigger radar. Okay, let's go get our baby. Right here. Yeah, absolutely love those ships. 300 series is outstanding. Highly suggest. But again, like, what can you really do with it? You can take a little bit of cargo, you have a bed to log in and out, and has a little bit of guns. So it's like a daily driver if you need to do some run some errands. Has a lot of fuel. 1.8 million of quantum fuel. Okay, where is it? Oh, right there. We jumped to the wrong moon, my bad. Guys, thank you for stopping by Twitch and YouTube. I appreciate you all. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I'm not feeling great, but I'm feeling okay. I'm not feeling bad, but still a little tired, you know. Very congested. Here you go. We have our baby.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Let's scan. Yeah, it's empty. Nobody else is here. That's great.
Shield system active.
Perfect.
Core system deactivated.
We can leave the ship here. You never know. Maybe we'll need a place to sleep or log out. We just keep it here for now. Close the door, please. Yep. Okay, we're good. We left the engines running.
All systems online. Shields offline.
This is a protection job. 1,000 kilometers.
Quantum drive.
I cannot jump to it. Hold on. Let me think. Is there like a plot the route? Yeah, we'll go.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Boom. Let's
Quantum
go.
drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Get a little closer. Start scanning.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised.
Okay, let's get the shields up.
Shields online.
Okay, this is a heavy boy there. Who else is here? Protect. Okay. Hell yeah.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
I'm coming, brother. I'm coming. Oh, I hate these ships. Cutlass. There's a lot of ballistics on it, so we need to take them real quick.
Target destroyed.
Yeah. Boom. Flash. The Moss. Who's you? Okay. Reliant Core. One of the Reliant ship. They're very fast, hard to hit, but I'll melt them. drones. What's happening? Ah,
Target destroyed.
perfect. Let me finish it off. Oh wow, 5 more, 6 more. How many? Oh my god. Rockets inbound. Deep. Deep.
Shields hit.
Ooh, it's going too fast. Okay, let's do this. This is a heavy hitter as well. Kind of glass cannon, but very powerful, yeah. Turn. And this is the worst thing what happens in Star Citizen, guys. Someone just runs into you. You can control it. You won't be able to do anything about it. There was nobody in front of me, and we're back in Pyro. I don't know why. Oh shit. Let's roll. Now we have to travel all the way back to Hurston. There's another option. We can go to the home location. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just do just go to the home location. We can do that. We'll go to medical unit.
I can't believe it. Hurston demands better from its contractors.
Yeah, your game is shit, of course, man. If I get like if someone runs into me without a reason, like this ramen business, it's been flagging Star Citizen for freaking years, and they don't know what, like, I would understand that it happens once a month, but every time you're in a fight, in a group fight like that, somebody's gonna run into you, and we did not run into anyone, obviously. I mean, sometimes it happens. I can run into things as well, but it's just so stupid, you know. It takes you 20 minutes to get ready, go somewhere, jump from place to place. You finally pick up a mission you need, and somebody runs into you. And like, okay. Okay. We need a medical clinic. Yeah, I think this terminal. Is it this one? Okay, goodbye, Pyro. See you soon. Back to Lorville. Okay, morning. Rise and shine. Let's go. How the frames? We don't know yet. Okay, we need our M2 outfit with ATLS. Sure.
Eager to return to your job? Don't let your recovery endanger your coworkers. Some
Okay.
medications and treatments may affect your motor skills and alertness. Be sure to discuss side effects with your doctor or pharmacist. In her book, Dynamics of a Mindful Life, Maria Hurston recognized that there is one single piece of vital equipment that is often the very last to get repaired. She, of course, was talking about the human body.
Let me see what I can do.
That's why yearly wellness checks are so important, not only for your health, but the health of Hurston Dynamics.
How do I exit from here? Okay. Well, we need. It's gonna say Metro line or something like that. Restroom,
Attention all Hurston Dynamics
medical
employees.
elevator,
Please inform your manager
Metro
immediately.
Center. Let's go, Metro Center.
An authorized medical exemption form is required as proof of inability to perform your duties.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfer to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
Gossip's area.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Hurston Dynamics needs your assistance. The Empire has put out the call for resources, and Hurston intends to answer. Consult your mobile glass to see how you can help secure all of our futures in the pursuit of a solution for the regen crisis.
The use of weapons within Lorville is strictly prohibited. Your safety is paramount to us.
It's getting delivered here. This is great.
Your insurance claim, your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Everest Harbor. Is it faster for us to go to Everest Harbor? I think so, yeah.
Passengers without valid
Which ship are we gonna take?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
or behavior immediately to Hurston security.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Hurston Dynamics needs your assistance. The Empire has put out the call for resources, and Hurston intends to answer.
Vehicle has been delivered
Consult
to
your
Fort
mobile glass
Lauderdale.
to see how you can help secure all of our futures in the pursuit of a solution for the regen crisis.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
You are required to comply with all commands from Hurston Security and authorized law enforcement personnel. Keep Hurston safe.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome.
Sorry, my
to the
girlfriend
ASOC
needed to do
vehicle
something.
retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay, so let's go Everest Harbor.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim.
Hurston
Thank you.
1 minute. Yeah, we're just gonna get our.
Please
The
visit us.
Empire
F8.
has put out the call for resources, and Hurston
We're gonna need
intends
it
to
anyway.
answer. Consult your mobilass to see how you can help secure all of our futures in the pursuit of a solution for the regen crisis.
I have an idea. We're gonna watch this video real quick. Streamlabs. Too many monitors, man. I love my computer, but there's sometimes so many things going on. I'm like, which one? So we need a source. Okay. More.
You're showing us. Yeah. Look, Sherry, we had to get out of bed half an hour before we went to sleep and lick the road clean with our tongues. And when we got home, our fathers would slice us in two with a bread knife. You try to tell the young people of that today, they won't believe you.
That is not bad. That's pretty good.
Well done.
But it wasn't Yorkshire. I'm just going to point
it's
it
not
out.
bad for an American.
Yeah.
I think you're American.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to what show is this? Star Citizen Live. What did we call it? Sounding things out. Oh, I love a good pun. I'm your host, Jared Huckabee, and if you haven't seen Star Citizen Live before, it's where we take roughly about an hour at the end of certain weeks. We invite some of our developers over, take them away from the very busy work that they'd rather be doing, and make them answer questions from you, the Star Citizen community. On the show this week, a team who's always been near and dear to my heart, but we don't get to have on as often because they like to hide in their sound dampen booths,
caves,
and do their work. Members
Let
of
me
the
know if
CIG
it's too loud or
audio
whatever.
team. So let's go ahead and jump on in and meet some of the folks because it's always somebody's first show. Phil, we're going to start with you just because you're elevated the highest in the field of vision right now.
The most important.
Tell everybody. Well, I wasn't going to go that far. Tell everybody who you are and what you do for Star Citizen.
Welcome.
Well,
to
my
the
name's
ASOC
Phil
vehicle
Pierce-Ford,
retrieval system.
and I'm a senior audio manager for the audio team, supporting the whole audio department to deliver on both Star Citizen and Squadron 42. But more recently, been working closely with Simon to deliver on Star Citizen.
So
I'm gonna
manager
get a
role
glass of
now.
water.
You
Be right
still
back.
get to do any design?
Yeah, yeah. So I kind of moved into that role to kind of when we had a change of leadership a few years back, and I was trying to build up the team to make sure we could logistically deliver. But then as time's gone on, I've been more and more involved back with the creative development. So I'm doing some prototyping, some audio concepting and stuff like that, and generally helping lead the team with Simon.
Give me an example of the latest sound you've designed.
Ooh, what did I do? Well, jump points, when we did that a little while ago, I concepted all of that.
I mean, make the sound with your mouth.
Oh,
I just wanted to see if I could get you to do it. Graham, who are you and what do you do for Star Citizen?
I'm Graham Phillipson, and I'm the, what am I now?
Director of Audio Technology.
That's it, Director of Audio Technology, yeah. My head's fried today. But yeah, I direct the audio technology, so I decide what we're developing and make all the sounds able to sound as good as they can.
When does Claudius come out?
Well, it's not called Claudius anymore, so it never comes out. No, Star Audio is out there in some forms, and it's going to gradually weave its tentacles through the rest.
This is exciting.
And joining us
I
for the
absolutely
first
love this,
time
but
is CIG
the problem is that
Thank you very much.
Tell
the
everybody
game
how
is
you
not
like
working.
Audio director of Star Citizen,
You know.
and I'm here to just have a great time making.
I wish they would
fantastic
come
sounds
out
for
when
Star
everything's
Citizen,
working, you know.
bringing it from now to
Because
the
they're
future.
gonna get a lot of
And I'm
complaining
work with a
in this
wonderful
video
team
in
and
comment section.
work with more people that are coming in and be in charge of them and just make things sound rather jolly.
Gotcha. We won't spend too much time on it, but the long-time viewers have had a chance to meet Phil and Graham before, so I want to take at least a couple minutes and get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
You're a relatively recent addition to the team. How long?
Very fresh. I came in April,
April.
so I've been here 4 months, and with a remit to make the game more cinematic and immersive. I've got a background in film, which we won't go into now, and I'm bringing that sensibility to the game, along with all of the design experience that we want to bring to the game. I'm here to listen to the community more, and I'm here to deliver a game that I would want to play, and more importantly, what I'd like to hear, and that's why I'm here.
In a procedural thing, most people will never be aware of. We have this kind of long-standing internal rule that we never make anybody do a video in the first 6 months. They work here, but you've really hit the, if I may say, you've hit the ground running since you started here and kind of accelerated. We were just again, another behind-the-scenes thing. We were just in a presentation. I got to see you give to all the directors of the project just yesterday. You know, detailing the new roadmap to 1.0 and all the things you want to deliver and stuff. And it's been really exciting to see you come in and hit the ground running and
I'm
take the
a bit
reins.
bouncy. I've got lots of things I want to bring, which I would love to tell you. Not now. I've got a fantastic sack of goodies that I want to bring to the game. Sonic Gold, and you know, that's what I want to do for the game.
So with that in mind, we do as we are wont to do. We put up a thread up on Spectrum, which is our bespoke communication platform available on robertspaceindustries.com. We added that thing like maybe 8 years ago now, and I still shill for it. Probably stop. Let's find out if I can stop shilling for it. Although the habit's so ingrained, I probably can't. We took your questions. We saw which ones you voted up more, and we have selected a cadre of them to address today. So we're just going to jump right into it. From Horan Van. What happened to the glorious flyby sounds from years ago? And should we expect the magnificent sound quality to ever come back to our ships? This was just a topic of conversation in director chats
Yesterday.
last week. Well, yeah,
Was it talking about
amazing
yesterday?
timing on this.
That is bizarre. Okay, shall I start first?
Yeah.
Feel free.
They are there. They are going to come back, but they're going to come back with a little bit more enthusiasm in the future. I really want them to vibrate. I want
Look
them
at
to
this
feel
ship
them go
going
over the
down.
edge.
This is
I
so
want them
cool. I
they
love
are
when a
gonna
lot of
come
people are
back.
playing.
Over to Graham on, you know, where they are now and where they will be in the future.
Yeah, so there's been a period of transition.
just going
I
to
guess, on
Everest.
some of the sounds that we've been working on, and you know,
Right there.
things aren't exactly where we want them to be. We've seen the videos you're talking about. We know how good things were then, and we absolutely want to bring that back. We've had meetings about it just this morning and yesterday, and we're making it a priority to
bizarre,
bring
this
those
is the first
back.
question.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we were actually literally
Almost
talking
like-
about it. Yes, I was presenting yesterday.
This
one of the
isn't bizarre
topics
though,
was-
Simon. This is just because we
This is
listen
what
to the
happens on
community
TV.
and we want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, community, they are coming back, but slightly better than they are at the moment.
'Cause all the sounds are there in our Wise project. It's just there have been some.
I wish the
changes
game
there.
would
What
work,
happened?
guys.
Why did they disappear?
I know they're working on it. I'm not the person who likes to complain. I usually stand up for Star Citizen, but it's been painful.
How many resources we've got and time. Sometimes we have to prioritize newer content or different things.
Look how buggy even shooting, like you can see low FPS. And it's not my computer. I mean, I have pretty good build. It's not the top anymore, but it's pretty high out there.
No, it was more a sort
Another
of
aspect of the game grew, a bug happened.
Yeah,
we haven't been able to
there's been a
address it.
gradual shrinking of how big the ship sounds are in order to make the game performant, but now we're reworking that so they can be performant and you can hear them a long way away as well.
Let's see. Next question. McSpaz. What is the state of the realistic audio mode? Oh, we've been talking about this thing forever.
That's a Graham.
Yeah, so you know we demonstrated realistic audio mode some time ago. Yeah, I know. The problem we have.
We'll
is
keep
that
this
the
baby
game is
here. We'll
huge,
take our
and
M2.
We have to treat every single sound in the game with realistic mode in order to be certain that we're giving you the experience we want you to experience. Plus, we also have, you know, game development is difficult. Scheduling is probably the most difficult part of game development. So we're working on getting all that work into the schedule. It's not there right now. We have ships to deal with. We have ship flybys right now. Beyond that, we're going to be looking at moving all that stuff over to realistic mode, and it will be within your hands at some point. I don't want to start promising dates though.
No promising. And the remit of what I want to bring to it as well. So I've got a whole sack of stuff that I want to bring to the game.
That's the second time you've mentioned your sack.
It's a big sack of Sonic delights. But it's going to come. I mean, sometimes things go missing. I mean, we're in dev. I mean, I don't know how many sounds I looked at. It says over 700,000 sounds in the game already, and we're going to be bringing more to it. We're polishing it all the time.
Well, if you mention sack one more time, I'm going to make you share.
I will do.
That's inside it. Master Ringer.
Let's not have fun. The last thing we want to do.
A specific type of fun.
Risky.
We've been streaming 69 minutes.
What do you want to know? What do I want to offer the game? Well, we're going to be immersive at some point, so we will be going much more immersive. So that means, what does that mean to the player? I know it's a very overused word. We're going cinematic because that's what, you know, I was brought on to do. So we're going to be, every environment you're in, you're going to feel like you're in the environment. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty details about what systems
Yeah,
we're
let's go get our ship.
Star Audio or any other systems I would like to bring to the game, but fundamentally I want this to sound as good as it can be. I don't want to make rash promises like the best game ever. Perhaps let's try and make it the second best, and then people will remember that, and then we can go to the first best a little bit later on down the line. But I mean, you're going to feel like you're actually in something. Now, one of the biggest experiences. Am I ranting already? I mean, everyone, you know, we want to be in a spaceship, and when you're in a spaceship, you want to feel like you're in a spaceship. I
like busy Star Citizen when you see all these people everywhere. It's so cool.
So that's
Atmos?
That's, yeah, Atmos and a little bit more than Atmos.
A little bit more than
Atmos. Yeah, Atmos Plus.
Don't
ask me
We're
what
not
that is just
modifying
now.
other people's trademarks
No.
here.
I'm not changing Dolby, but I'm just going to be giving... Don't worry about that, Dolby, if you're listening.
Welcome to the ASOP
The views and
Vehicle
opinions of
Retrieval
Science
System.
Network.
Yes. Allegedly.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Can we have a more realistic professional distress call from pilots being attacked by pirates? The current voice line, help, help, I'm being attacked. More professional line would be, mayday, 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 and they just go on with a bunch of examples. Basically, distress calls. Can we make them more engaging, more immersive, more creatively fulfilling?
Yes, whose question? This is a great question.
This is Master Ringer 117.
I don't want to hog all the answers, but I mean, Phil, we've talked about this. So
Yeah.
Phil, yeah?
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but we've basically been given a high-level mandate to get more dialogue into the game. Make it more of a dialogue experience when you're doing missions.
This happens sometimes with a ship.
Talking to ATCs, NPCs,
The ramp
all that
is
kind
too
of
high
stuff.
up.
So we're working with
There's a
the whole narrative
workaround, we'll
department
be
to
alright,
get
but-
more dialogue content recorded on our wonderful PCAP stage, which is next door, and getting more of that stuff into the game to really flesh that stuff out.
Cool. I'm going to pull a question from chat here. Nostalgic Ham.
These names are great.
Says ship horns. Ship horns, please. For the love of God, I'll do anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Anything.
That's what Nostalgia Cam said. They're just offering themselves up. Ship horns?
Cool.
Yeah. Well, like a mini or something
No,
a bit
you
more
honk the horn and
substantial.
it plays the cucaracha.
Like, get out of my way.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh gosh. Well, yes. I mean, this is something
Nope,
that's
we're good.
entirely possible. I mean, they're making some kind of scary noise. Obviously, would be
Maybe not.
terrific with weight and gravity. So yes. I mean, I haven't kind of considered exactly what, but I mean, that is a good question.
Yeah, I think I saw it as like war horns. And
I'm
stuff.
thinking now.
So a big capital ship.
Yeah, it's kind of like
QT's out. And it's
I want people to know I'm arriving.
Full sea, like a barge horn.
Something like that.
That'd be epic. Kind of like the Reapers from Mass Effect or like the War of the Worlds stuff. Tom Cruise.
Somebody just mentioned. I was literally just thinking about it. 625 says the War of the Worlds tripod horns. That
This thing is not working. What's happening?
Dot Hecate says, "Will we ever have radio stations we can tune into instead
Oh,
of
radio
just
stations.
in-game
I want
background?
radio stations.
Instead of just
I'll
in-game
be so
background.
epic.
Our in-game
Instead of,
background
as
music.
well as, surely.
Okay, I'll put our
What's
in-game
happening with
background
it? Look,
music
it's
just
falling
any
for-
game's in-game background music. But the question is, radio stations?
You know, I was talking about this yesterday.
You were.
It's true. It was.
This is bizarre as well. Yes, I would love to have radio
Man,
stations.
radio stations are epic.
Um,
Remember
and
Fallout
that's
4?
what I'd like to do. Maybe radio stations which are exclusive to certain planets, and when you fly away from the planet, you don't receive that transmission. Maybe when you fly to a colony somewhere, you get a slightly different style of radio station. I mean, all manner of things: radio, music,
Yeah, but working.
narrative, adverts, shipping forecasts, how much rocks cost,
Yeah, I was. A couple.
the stations.
I want radio
I feel
stations.
it was
Yes,
maybe
please do it.
Substations.
Maybe 2 or 3
2029.
months ago, there
maybe.
was a backer
Or
who
maybe.
basically invented like an hour-long string of what a Star Citizen radio station would be like. They used AI
With trucker music.
Yeah, it was trucker music and yeah, I don't want to turn this into a conversation about AI because I despise AI with the fiery passion of 10,000 suns, but it was rather compelling to listen to for a while and stuff, and so it's going to be an interesting challenge finding resources and figuring out how to implement that and stuff. But there's no secret. We've talked about it for years. It's something
Yeah,
we want.
I think it'd be
it's something
brilliant.
Chris wants.
Yeah.
Like that. So finding a way to make that happen will be an interesting.
No, I mean, I talked about this yesterday. So yes, that is something. I've forgotten who asked this question, but that is something definitely I'm considering.
Yes, 10,000 AI-generated suns or Event Horizon. Absolutely.
to be correct.
Salty Mike asks, oh no, we'll just skip this. Vixor asks, will we see more audio for ships in their damaged state, such as alarms blaring, especially on larger multi-crew ships?
Yes, we
That's
will.
fine.
We're going to elevate all of the sounds in the ships, particularly on the console UI and things like that. You will absolutely get that kind of stuff. But basically, I'm going to be elevating the experience in all vehicles and ships. Yeah, they're going to have much more personality and much more presence.
And one thing we want to bring as well with Star Audio is that we make it much easier for the sounds on the ship to be aware of what's happening to the ship itself.
Maybe we should.
So something like
Oh, we'll do it
damage
later.
to the
We
ship's
need to
power
go to the
systems
medical unit
would,
real
would
quick,
cause
but-
things like light sounds to
'cause I
dip
don't
a
wanna
little
wake up
bit
in Hurston
and,
next time, but-
ambiances maybe to drop and things
Whatever,
like this.
we're
and
ready to
feel the
roll.
impact no matter where you are on the ship.
Yeah, historically, a lot of the damage state stuff was tied to like VFX and kind of binary things that were being triggered. We'd really want to kind of properly flesh out the damage states for ships, so you'd be able to hear things.
This thing is
not working
massive,
quite as
man.
well as you want.
I want to add on to this. They mentioned alarms blaring and stuff, but Tannoy, the ability, this is all about when things go wrong. Having that ability for the pilot or the captain to hit a button and then speak so that it radiates through the entire ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have like,
Gotta have it.
as it
That's good,
stands,
good
you know,
point.
the VoIP system is creaking a little bit under the pressure of how heavily we've pushed the player count on our servers. So we need to do some rework there. But I think this goes back to the ship horns question as well, because we've talked in the past about being able to make announcements outside of the ship. So you could approach some other players on a planet surface, and you could just
That's
switch
a
on the
good
mic
idea.
and just let them know that they're in some trouble or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do all that kind of thing. And this is all built into the design of VoIP, but yeah, we need some back end work too.
Well, that's why.
Also, we're going to, I mean, we will be introducing an element of vibration to this ship. So, yeah, I mean, whenever there's damage, you will feel it as well as hear it, as well as an audible signal or an alarm system. So, you know, there will be all sensors aware.
Good.
Well,
Good.
the reason
We need
I skipped
that.
the question is because I wanted
More
this one
immersion.
first,
Yeah.
to get you
Right.
this one next. Salty Mike's question: what are you doing, if anything, to improve VoIP? It's super inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as I just alluded to, we have back-end issues there. They are on the list to be looked at. I don't know when they're going to be scheduled in, but this is all work for our team over in Turbulent in Canada to look at, because the VoIP back-end was designed in a time when we had 50-player server caps, and now we have 500-player server caps. So that system, yeah, that system hasn't grown. I didn't build it at all, so.
It could be pirates.
What does that? What does that fix? That evolution path kind of.
We have a lot of shields,
Because
so I
VoIP
think
is
we
one of
should be
those.
okay.
You know, once upon a time, it was a signature Star Citizen thing.
Yeah.
And it, you know, that along with VoIP, Face over IP. But it is kind of falling into this realm of the opposite of feature creep, the backlog of fixes and stuff like this. I'm not going to ask you to go through the entire chain of fixes necessary, but at a top level, what needs to happen?
So what needs to happen is a rework of the back end so that it can handle these hugely elevated player counts. We also want to be able to communicate cross-shard, so it basically needs to become completely independent of servers and shards, and it needs to be running in its own back end entirely, so that anyone can communicate with anyone.
How many
that is
years?
all
What do you
work
guys
that
think?
I'm not going to be part of and not familiar with, so it's very much kind of, as I say, our team in Canada. But once they've done that,
What's
then
happening?
the hookup on the game side is not much different to how it is now. So as you know, when it works, you're able to communicate with each other, but it is inconsistent, and it's inconsistent because of this back end issue.
Sounds like this guy I used to go to high school with. I had a girlfriend in Canada. I've got a team in Canada there. But yeah, no, it was struggling before the advent of server meshing. And then
Yes,
when
yes,
server meshing came out, it was just, it's not quite the bullet in the head of Old Yeller, but it's
not
really
helping.
made it.
Yeah.
It's really exasperated the issue. So we're gonna have Benoit's due to come back on in a couple weeks and do a big update to that show we did in February, where we just talk about all the technical features and whatever. We'll have an update on the work for VoIP.
Good. We need that.
Yeah.
Can't tell you when it's going to be. St. Paulus. Are there plans to add variety to the rain sound effects? Roof sound, no surface, etc. Or maybe there are some engine limitations currently?
Yes. So this is a classic us thing. So we scoped the rain initially for Stormageddon to support that event.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Stormageddon. And then the way that we looked to implement it.
See how busy
it
this pad
actually
is. We'll give it a
unintentionally
go.
Scaled across the entire verse. Now, a rain system is huge. You need to make sure you've got all the different types of rain. You've got all the different types of surfaces, material types, material construction. Like a metal barrel will sound very different to a metal canopy versus it being inside of a car. So yeah, it's considered our rain system like version 0.5.
Yeah,
and we will continue to work on it.
It's really complicated. I mean, precipitation on all, like you're saying, on surface. We've got so many surfaces to consider, and also the speed of the rain, which angle it's going at, how intense it is, and what it
It's
hits.
so
and how it
crowded
hits
there.
stuff.
I don't like it.
Sometimes rain can sound like white noise, and it's really a challenge trying to make precipitation sound good, and that's what we want to do. It's got to hit different surfaces. It's not as easy as you would think, and it gets in the way of things sometimes. The way we mix the rain and the way we're going to have to dip it down so we don't affect the music and the narrative challenges and anything else. It's very tricky to do that. We had to get the stuff out for Storm, and because it was in the storm, obviously. But you know, it's going to be across the verse, and it's going to hit
You
lots
see,
of different
that's
areas.
I don't like that.
In
But
different ways.
The system is not finished,
I often say
and
we
they're
have
doing
the
an
same
event,
conversations
and
the
they
backers
make
do
it
just
implement
several
unfinished
weeks earlier,
system
and
just
the
for the
first
event.
reviews for
Just
version
don't do the
rate,
event.
we were
You know
saying
what
the
I
same
mean? Because
thing.
it
It's
feels like,
we should be
I mean,
hearing
I'm
it,
not a
hearing
game
it.
developer,
It should
but it
sound
feels
different
like
when
it
hits
adds
test
so
versus
much
when it hits
extra
test.
Of course
work.
it should. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just
If,
time.
oh my
Yeah,
God,
it
why
is
are we
time.
going
There's a full
so
dynamic
low?
weather
What's happening?
system planned, and we'll be fully supporting that. This is meant to be more limited.
We're so low to the
but it's
ground.
limited but far-reaching, and now we need to back
So
up
for me, it
and
feels
sort
like
out.
it's double work, you know? You just finish the
Tonio
system and then
Folks.
introduce.
Yeah, I said that right. Has the team been working on or planning for what to include for ATC chatter for the approach to stations?
Have we?
Yes, we have.
Oh,
Okay, this
It's
is
content,
broken.
like,
Oh
right.
my God,
Yeah,
what
hold
is
on.
happening
Yes,
here?
we have. So, I mean, it's in its infancy. We want to bring a lot more ATC into it. I mean, obviously, this has narrative implications. So we're building. We're going to be working with Dave on this, obviously, to see what we can do to increase the amount of ATC. But I'm fascinated by ATC anyway. It's one of my things. So yes, is the answer to that.
Yeah, as part of that mandate to get more dialogue into the game, it might not be direct dialogue. We might also be looking to add like open comms, open channel ATC when you're near points of interest on planets or cities or like points of interest in space, just to give life to what's happening and ideally have it contextual about what's going on.
Yeah,
If we
and
put
it's a-
little nuggets in there.
And it's a big part of the experience of being in a ship. You know, when it moves, you get lots of ATC. If you've ever been inside, the cabin of an aeroplane, there's stuff going on all the time, and we
Dude,
want to bring
ATC
that
would be
real
epic as
experience
well.
to the game.
I missed the name because it's chat scrolling, but somebody's like, interesting. Discord can do 1,000 people in a voice chat, and they're struggling to have 600. And it's like, no 3D positioning, no cross-server broadcasting.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same thing.
we have to run a game at the same time.
And they can focus on that. Hiddleston. Hi, Hiddleston. Some ships are currently pretty much silent. Origin. That was the direction in the thing, not me. I'm not wrong. And some ships that used to have distinctive engine sounds are now also pretty much silent. Are these ships waiting for a pass, or is it a bug?
It's a combination of the two. So there are some issues where we've made some changes to the flight model and we haven't been able to get back, would you say? We haven't got around all the ships yet to make them all respond correctly to that flight model change, but it's all part of development. But we also, as part of that update for those flight models, we want to be doing a pass across the whole ship and giving them a nice refresh as well, because some of them are like 8-9 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to add to this. I mean, I'm doubling the department in order to give a fantastic experience. I've been given the opportunity to increase the department in order to turn this around. The vehicles is the most important thing for me. That's the thing that's going to get the most focus. And just feeding into what you just said, yes, everything's going to get to another stage. It's going to be elevated. The whole flight experience, the whole vehicle experience is going to be what you want and what I want. And I'm not going to let anything get out there until it sounds, can I say shit hot?
Sure.
You just did.
It's very excited. So, yes, there is and I'm sorry things sometimes don't make it sound, but hey, they're going to be making it sound. It's not a deliberate thing. We've got a lot to do. I mean, it's a very, very, very deep game.
Yeah. And we've got so much respect.
We
for
get that,
the community
but
and
don't
experts
release
when things
half-baked
break.
product. Like don't bring
that's
out the
very
rain
true. The
storm
first
if it's
ship,
not finished. Just
I've
well,
been
I
on
can
10
live
years
without
now.
the rain. Just take your
10
time,
years
you know.
ago, 9 years ago, and the ship systems we've built were built for the game at the time. And if you think how far Star Citizen has come and the different flight models we've had, the changes, we've not been able to keep at pace with that and keep the legacy ships
Oh my
up
God,
to date.
what's happened?
But working with Simon, we're actually building the team out to be able to have the resources to do that. Not just the new ships, making sure we're working on all the legacy ships, all the ships that are dearest to the heart. Like the Drake Cutlass should never ever sound bad. Let me know that's really popular. But we understand that.
Yeah, Cutlass I think is one of the
best
best-selling ships.
Bar that we've set and the bar that it deserves to be. and we're working hard to rectify it.
I'm gonna pause this. This is a good time. I want to get into this now. So we keep referencing, Simon, you've obviously been here for 4 months. We referenced this presentation that you made last night. You just mentioned that we're bulking up the team and stuff like this. I want to talk about a bigger issue here. Let's step away from that. The backlog. Legacy issues. Legacy issues. It's...
Okay.
Star Citizen, not just audio. Every aspect of Star Citizen always tends to be, whether it's right or it's not, very forward-looking. We are always looking at the next thing. We are always looking, you know, it's if there's a patch, we got that next month's patch, or if there's a new ship, we got that new ship. The stuff that you guys are doing for the Kruger, by the way, I saw, you know.
And another one.
Yeah. The good
another ship.
Yes.
Spoil it.
There's always another
Spoil
ship.
it. I want to know.
You know, we tend to fall into this trap a lot of always looking forward, because we just got to go to the next thing. We got to go to the next thing. We need to add new features. We need to add new content, stuff like this. And the backlog just builds. The backlog just builds. Tech debt begins to mount up. I'm not going to ask you to speak for every department in the company, but I'm curious about your plans to tackle your backlog and your tech debt. It's got to be more than just hiring people.
Yeah, there are 3 stages, and they're all running concurrently. My remit is to work on the
Almost got
right
God
now,
by the
get
box.
that out at a very, very high standard, and that's stream 1, if you like, between now and X. And the other one going parallel to that, below it is the legacy stuff. Legacy sometimes is a dirty word. It's just what exists now. We're going to elevate that. I've got to run and see what's good and bad in that I would like to keep and change and adapt, and that will become part of the top stream. And the other stream, which is vitally important to me, is the community I build here, but also the relationship which needs to be built further with people out there, the fans. You know, I need to hear from you, and you're part of the third strand. So it's important to me at the top layer that we're doing very, very high standard stuff from now onwards. Number 2 is addressing the legacy stuff like this. I don't know, it sounds like we're picking at a scab all the time, the legacy. It's stuff that exists that needs to be polished and cleaned and then join the top layers. Some of it is old, it's 10 years old. It's like driving an old 10-year-old car. Some of it may need to be jettisoned. It's not necessarily bad, it's just, dated bad. And the third thing, which is
Come on.
work together into a large department, that I want to hear from people about what we're doing right or wrong. I'm invited.
Oh, we're stuck, I think.
Engaging more with the community, because for me that's really part of developing a game and developing the soundtrack.
You've been waiting to get on Spectrum and stuff like that, and I wanted you to wait until we introduced you to
holding me
stuff
back.
like this. I'm going to push a little harder on that, because the answer was great. The answer was great, but I'd like to see if I can get something a little more tangible about the legacy stuff. Like how do you tackle it? Is that building a team here that only focuses on old stuff? Does that become boring and terrible for new hires, because who wants to come in and only work on legacy stuff?
It's actually the opposite.
So the first thing is to analyse what is the legacy stuff and divide it into certain categories. For me, the priority is vehicles, so I have to analyse all the vehicles, the ships, etc. Then we've got creatures, we've got Foley, which I'm sure everyone knows what this is. Excuse me if I'm teaching you suck eggs, which is the feet, right down to the surfaces and the soles. I'll be analysing all of the stuff. We will be analysing weapons. We're going to update all the weapons, ambiences, the ambient systems, the range systems, what happens on planets, the flora and fauna. Analysing all plus building on top of that. So it's breaking it down into its component parts. The music, the diegetic music, how we're going to elevate the music more within the game, and how it's going to react with all of the greater content that we're going to produce. So it's as if you're coming to a meal and I'm trying to get the little bits right. That's got to change, and that course has got to be changed. No, let's not offer that salad anymore. Let's push that one away. Let's have something fresh. So it's breaking it down and analysing each thing, and then the stages of the arc of the way I want to achieve towards version 1. We're in alpha, obviously. Is right. I want to do that first. This is the most important thing, and I want to do this. So the first thing is vehicles, like I said. and that will feed into the next areas I want to focus on. That doesn't mean those areas are going to be neglected, because I'm going to have a department that's going to be focusing all of it. But I need to prioritize stuff, and
Okay,
the
pretty
way
good.
I prioritize stuff is going to
Doing
be
pretty
influenced
good.
by what is needed at CIG, but also what the community are upsetting about. I'm kind of not interested to hear about the stuff that's good. I
Quiet,
really need to
nobody
react
can
to the
buy
stuff
yet.
that people are disappointed with, and then I can get a better game. Really, I know what's good. So don't tell me what's good.
And to expand on that, and something you touched on, Jared, is because we're able to now increase the team, we'll be building the team to be able to look at early concept work. So getting in early doors with new features, content, mechanics, and whatnot. We'll have people be able to focus on the here and now, what is the current release, seeing that through, and have the people then to go off and look at all the legacy content, actually do all those backlog fixes. But we're very fortunate as a department to be in a period of growth and to be able to facilitate that. Whereas
20 more
in the past,
boxes.
we may have only had the resources just to focus on the here and now and not address the backlog, or not jump on the things earlier on.
And one thing I'd like to say is that the backlog is fun, right? Because there's nothing a sound designer likes more than working on a finished product. There's all these ships that are ready to go that sound designers would absolutely love to get their hands on, given time in the schedule, to make them sound amazing.
You tell me it won't change? Yes.
Amazing.
Exactly.
You mentioned Foley. Bound's question here is, are there plans to improve the audio for SCU containers? It sounds like they don't weigh anything at all, or are completely empty when you bump into them.
Yeah. Everything's going to be addressed. The weight of everything, the weight of objects is going to be addressed. The way we react with everything in the world, in the game world, is going to be changed so that it feels real, obviously, and stylized within the framework of a game. Yes, that will be addressed.
Yeah, I think that's an extreme
Pretty good,
example of
moving
when
slowly.
Simon first
Guys,
came
thank you
in,
for stopping
he,
by on
gave a
YouTube.
demonstration
Appreciate you all,
of the kind
guys.
of
I
things
know
he
it's
would want
quiet.
to
I'm
do
just
to the
listening
sounds
to
of
this.
Star Citizen, and it was
For
absolutely
now,
amazing.
they
The
didn't say
one word
anything.
that I think I would take away from it was weight. It was like giving all the doors weight.
Like,
all
the
the
things will
ships
happen
weight, just giving
at
the
some
whole
point.
game
We don't know
more
when.
audible weight
Just wait.
and making things more real through it.
So I'm asking another question here.
Me?
Yeah, it's for all of you. I'm going to do another one here. Downstream dependencies. Audio.
That's not for you.
Audio is historically last in the chain. It's almost everybody else has to do their thing when you're building a new piece of content, when you're building a new asset or whatever, before you can even start, before you can really get going. You can maybe do some previs and it's like that, but you can't really get going until almost everybody else has done their stuff. And Star Citizen has a history of, well, we work until the last minute and before we kick something else. So how do you? I could see the Vietnam flashbacks happening here. How do you work like that?
I mean,
How do you manage
there's
that?
an inevitability to that sound. It's not exclusive to this company, not exclusive to this style of creativity. It happens a lot because, you know, our visual intelligence is far greater than our sonic intelligence, and you know what we see first always comes first. And traditionally, the visual element of any creative product generally comes first. And now, how do we deal with it being at the end? Well, we just have to deal with it. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we don't start the game with the sound. We start a game with the vision and with the visuals rather, and we're just at that stage, and we just work alongside each other. And we're going to be working alongside each other much more, the different departments, so that we can be organic together. It is unfortunate, but that
13 years, man.
We can't really change that, and it's
At the same time,
stressful.
it
We
feels
have to
weird
run
having
at the
studios all
11th
over
hour,
the
and
world.
that's
Like,
unfortunately
isn't
what
it
happens.
easier to
It's
work
always
on one
always
office?
a race between audio and VFX.
Yeah.
Who's the last?
They
who's the
know
last
better. I'm
person to
just, you
touch-
know, I'm
to
wondering.
touch a thing. Well,
Like,
the
oh,
reason
we need to
I was
get
thinking
something
about it 'cause,
fixed.
the next
Folks in
question
Canada
from
will take
Vandra
care of it.
Says we've received VFX passes to
You can't really go and knock
Austin
on
for
someone's
Seattle,
door and
337
sit down and talk
Panthers
to them, you know?
but no audio. You know, pass on these. The VFX have changed, and now maybe the audio. I think you're suggesting the audio doesn't quite match up with the what you would expect from what they're seeing. So, does the tail wag the dog here when VFX are like, oh, our schedule allows us to go back and tackle this of the backlog? Do you now have to Oh, okay. Well, if you're going to do that, we now have to adjust our backlog stuff. How do you manage that?
To some extent, yeah, we have to respond to changes in the visuals, absolutely, and we don't always have time to respond to them in the schedule that it's it's happening in for the visual teams. That's why we're lucky we're a live product, because we've always got another release further down the line where we can make these changes.
Good.
But I think for us, it's we can't schedule exactly in line with VFX, because VFX are only one element of the game that needs sound treatment, and there are so many other elements that are all asking for the same support at the same time.
But ship weapons is also another key area of focus for us. Is we're really focusing on the ship experience, and ship weapons is one of that. A key part of that, and we're building out resources to elevate all the ship weapons for the ships, so it's a much better experience.
Well, I know we've got Ship Showdown coming up. It starts sometime soon. I don't know when, but Ship Showdown is this thing where the backers get to vote on their favorite ships and whatnot. You were talking about listening to the community, maybe in your prioritization conversations.
Well, we're already pulling those.
They're literally going to vote. People are literally going to vote for the most important
Yeah.
favorite ships.
Oh, when's this?
It starts when? This month? Starts the 29th of July.
Oh, that'd be interesting to hear.
Would you believe I work in marketing? More Caffeine says the Volt guns sound brilliant. Just a casual. And the Volt guns do sound cool.
Thank you.
Cool. It's so weird a lightning-based gun would sound cool.
Well, we've got a really talented team there. Quite a lot of
we're going for gravitas and presence of weapons. So that's good to hear.
McSpass has another question in here. What is the difference between Star Audio and the realistic audio mode?
It might be easier to list the overlaps, because they're very different
Okay,
things. So Star Audio
going
is
back
effectively
to
a kind of middleware replacement. It's not going to replace Wise,
it's
which we
outside
will
of the
always
planet,
use, at least for the
already.
time
Well,
being,
there's
to
a
play
ship
back our
coming.
sounds, but it's a
jump.
replacement for the glue between game systems and the audio system that then allows a lot more freedom to sound designers to do whatever they want. So where existing ways of hooking
There are a
sounds
couple
to things are
ships
quite
to my left.
prescriptive. You might look at an animation and
Maybe
say, I want this
pirates.
animation to play this exact sound from the library. What Star Audio does is it allows you to basically just flag the fact that that animation is played and leave the decision on what the sound does down to the sound designer, and they can then make that contextual if they want. They can add logic, they can do all kinds of different things. We can also do things like passing events down hierarchies at runtime. So I always use this example, but if somebody's holding a weapon on the hip and they're piloting a ship and the ship gets hit by a missile, we can make the gun on the hip rattle because the ship got hit, because there's a hierarchy that's being tracked at runtime, which we never had before with the old systems. So there's a lot more contextual information available to all the sounds, and the realistic mode is kind of a subset of that, a sort of microcosm of that whole ecosystem, which is basically listening to whether there's any audio pressure between the listening device, the ears, and the sound emission device, which may be a ship or a weapon or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of like the realistic mode is a sort of first use of what Star Audio does, it's our use of what Star Audio does, but it's got much more aesthetic presence, I think, to the player, which is why I think it's something that people are very interested in. But Star Audio is the tech behind that thing.
Perfect.
Vibration's a pretty important aspect of sound. It's one of those things, like, obviously anybody that works in the industry, I said it, and all three of you nodded in exact thing, but because it's not a thing that most common folks ever consider, just how important vibration is.
It's
So
hugely
just go-
important for, sorry.
Go home and slam your kitchen door and
your
listen
eyes.
to what happens to all the stuff on your shelves and in your cutlery drawer and all that kind of thing. That's the experience we're going for, and I know that's just like a sort of small
do we need
example
this
of it, but it
experience,
should be
guys?
exactly the same if your ship gets hit by anything, or if it gets if a force upon it, which may be gravity, it may be extreme G from performing a maneuver. You want all these things to be straining every single part, that maybe parts that aren't intended to move, but definitely the parts that are as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complicated thing to achieve, and we're thinking about it all the time. It's not just a case of just adding metal rattling or a bit of low frequency vibration. We want to bring more to it. I mean, you know, we're considering haptic stuff as well. You know, we want to really consider it from now and, you know, build for the future. It's not just a case of noise. It's beyond that. And like Graham says, you know, everything in life has vibration attached to it, because a sound wave moves objects in different ways, and the reflections of those objects affect us in all manner of ways, and we want to bring that experience.
Almost say that vibrations resonate with us.
Yeah.
You
nice
might
one.
say that.
Phil.
Oh, you could almost.
Don't say that when we go live.
Shouldn't, yeah, don't do that. But I think a big part of it is action and reaction. Like, we can do all the cool sound design in the world and put it in the game, but it would only really give you so much level of immersion. It's more about how does that sound propagate in the 3D space, and how does that affect everything else? So this inheritance system where it allows impulses to be passed from an event to everything that's connected and have that all have appropriate vibrations, down to the tightest zuzz to the big flappy vibration stuff, will really just be...
Yeah.
That's your big immersion.
Well, yeah,
silver bullet.
it's going to affect everything. It's almost like a force that surrounds us in the universe that we can't see. But you know, it's, to pardon you're stealing from another title, but fundamentally that's going to affect the way we perceive the audio, is with this vibration system, and coining it as a vibration system.
It's almost limiting, yeah, because what we're actually building is a resonance system, and
good enough.
It's not just about making things vibrate, because other things that they're physically connected to can vibrate. If we go back to the example we talked at right at the beginning, where we've got ship flyovers, there's a heck of a lot of force coming off that thing, and if you've got anything on the ground that can rattle as that thing flies over, we're going to make it rattle.
I mean, it sounds
We're
epic,
gonna move
yo.
on. We're talking about vibrations for a lot for aside, but I swear to you,
I'm feeling those good vibrations.
one more, and I'm going to choke you out, Phil.
Sacral vibrations, what are we doing?
I choked Alberto out earlier in the year, and it's been an emoji on Teams since then.
Do it.
You literally sat down today and weren't in that chair for 30 seconds before you started clinking your soda can on the table. Go to the 3-shot.
Give us a live demo, Graham.
You can take the audio guy out of the audio room.
Yeah.
But you can't take the audio out of the audio guy.
Sapang.
I mean, I like what they're saying for sure, but it feels like it'll take another 10 years, you know, to do it.
No, I just
They
said
basically
it's-
want,
it's-
like,
I'm
if
saying
you're sitting
there's
on the
no
ground
question
inside of a building, and there's a ship
ambient
flying
sounds
above
at
you,
locations are
you should be
awesome,
able to
but I
hear
feel
like
like the
dishes
game
in the
lacks
dishwasher
large-scale
rattling.
ambient
I mean, just, come on, guys.
soundscapes. It would be awesome to be on the outskirts of a city and hear the hustle and bustle in the distance with traffic, sirens, speaker announcements, etc., or to
not
pick up
working.
background radio chatter when approaching a spaceport or space station. He has no question here. He
But
just
it
wants
would
you
be
to know
awesome,
it
and
would
we
be
do
awesome.
agree.
If it were a question, no, I mean, gosh, that's more complicated than these questions would suggest.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you come away from a large area of noise like a cityscape, I mean, what do we want to hear? If we're travelling around it, do we want to hear the sirens? I mean, there's so much different propagation, echo, and reverb going on there.
Yeah.
Without it sounding like mush or, you know, just noise. I mean, it's an interesting consideration, and of course we would consider it, because when you pull away from a cityscape, you know, you need a sound. But actually, how we focus on that is complicated, because it's not, you know,
Complicated,
deal with
exactly.
it in a linear way, in a different way we would in an immersive way in a game. So I mean, I haven't really thought about this yet.
It's almost where you tackle it like logs,
But
at distance. So when you're at 0 point, when you're in the point of interest, like Area 18 or Lorville, a lot of the stuff you'll hear is bespoke and discrete. It's coming from 3D emitters or volumes we put down there, or it's attached to a ship that's flying by. So everything's saying of the space, of what you can see, hear, and feel. And then when you're at mid-distance, we can take that and put in designed content that is like a consolidation of that. And then scale it of what it would sound like at distance. But Graham's worked on grouping systems and stuff, where we can take, if you've got 3 sound sources, it will know they are the same brush or the same sound source, group them together, and then allow it to play, switch to a group sound version of that, rather than 3 discrete sources. So we can leverage technology like that.
Yeah, so one of the features in Star Audio is this ability to basically convert a sound that's too far away from you to be heard into a statistic that feeds into another sound. So if you think of the city, then you might have lots of vehicles moving around in there, like you say, sirens going off, these kinds of things. And we can use those statistics without playing all those sounds and creating cacophony. We can use them to decide what sound we should play in their place.
Because we have to make choices. It's not just a case of when you pull away from an environment, we're going to just roll off the top end and give you reverb and make it mushy sounding. We've got to actually pinpoint which are the POIs which you'd want to be sustained orally out of that environment, and then we'd have to respond to stuff that's giving lights or movement. I mean, it's difficult. It's an interesting question because the challenge is quite difficult.
Tie it to time of day and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got roughly 10 minutes left. There's a couple more questions I want to get to, so let's see if we can't lightning round some of these. We mentioned Atmos earlier. Cabbage says, will there be options for stereo, 5.1, etc. in the game? Like they can just set the different.
Yes.
Already are, right?
So right now it's fully automatic based on what your PC is set to. Effectively, we have some reports that doesn't work, and in development now we have the ability to just choose what you want from a drop-down menu, and that I think it just needs an integration, so it should be something we can get into the next release.
We'll say one of the next releases.
One of the upcoming releases, yeah.
Just because I've worked here for a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Next major release. No.
Are there plans? This was also from Bound. Hey, you got two in there.
Two in.
Are there plans to replace the footstep sounds? It sounds the same almost everywhere and does not match the ground and floor often.
Good question. Yes, absolutely. We're going to replace as much Foley as I see fit. I wanted to have weights, correct resonance, the correct surface, the correct soul. And yes, that is a definite. That's one of the systems, like I said, I'll be looking at.
This issue is compounded by a bug that I happened to fix just the other week in a development stream where the materials.
Graham.
Yeah, it is convenient, isn't it? The materials weren't being picked up correctly from the render mesh, so we are now probing the render mesh correctly. We know what material we're on. That fix will be coming in an upcoming release.
Okay, there you go. In an upcoming release.
But because I'm here, it'll be coming quite quickly.
Guys, get ready. It's gonna be another 6 years for them to release something
Oh,
working.
jeez. Metal.
Metal Dense is everywhere.
Somebody in the chat.
I'll wait.
Says
It's
we
just
talked about all the different alarms for damage.
don't
states and
expect
stuff.
it fast, you know.
Jared, ask them about self-destruct audio alarms. Dare you?
Do we still do something?
We did it years ago.
Yeah. I don't think they play anymore. But you got that classic Star Trek thing where you set the self-destruct.
Yeah.
And you just got this ship will self-destruct. And although we don't make them wait like 5 minutes to self-destruct their ship, so an audio alarm for that is going to be pretty quick. But yeah,
we should resurrect them. We should.
Yeah. Well, people are paying good money for these ships. Why would they blow them up?
Exactly. Why would they destroy them?
I mean, it's one of those things. I wouldn't mind. If you do need a voice for that, like that's one of those ones I wouldn't mind to volunteer. Just like if somebody sets it up and you just hear my voice screaming through the noise system. Hopefully, asshole, I'm gonna blow the ship. Run!
Only if it's in a Cockney accent, Jared.
Yeah, do your Cockney accent.
Oh, Miss Poppins! Oh no! That's my self-destruct voice, and I've now offered it.
And you
freely
esse
to the
with an
community. You can set it to voice attack or whatnot, and when you use your self-destruct, you're welcome to play that. I'll use my one swear. I gotta be on the watch for the next few minutes. Viper says currently the sound of a Polaris or an Idris hovering over the ground is almost silent. Will we see improvements to this aspect of audio as sometimes we walk outside the location and there's just a big hovering Polaris and I didn't even hear it because it was almost silent?
I mean, this feeds into the
Yeah, that's a good question.
engaging with the flybys. The short answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it just this morning again.
Yeah, but we, obviously the weighting, but I mean, can you feed more into that question?
Yeah, we need smarter ways to tie into that context.
Yeah.
So you get the whole kind of brown out, white out, hovering experience. But in a way in which it's not paralyzing if loads of people decide to hover around
Nope,
where
it's
you're on
not
an
working.
outpost or whatever,
Oh,
and it's just completely
no.
dominating. So we need to be smart about how we do it. But you absolutely want to hear the weight and presence of that. above
Can
you.
move.
Yeah.
What?
Plus the war horns.
Yeah.
Wah,
Oh my god. Come on, game.
I don't want this all to be about yes, we are. This is one where I can say no.
Bluesmate says, love when I have to force Jared to ask the question that needs to be asked. You know, you force me nothing. I do what I want. There we go. Here we go. You want to say something? No?
Yeah.
Should I ever ask another Bluesmates question ever again?
Nope. There you go.
Done.
A well-balanced interview.
Great community engagement, Simon.
I can't
Oh,
ever
okay,
ask
we're
a
good.
question. Jared will never say my name on stream. What's wrong with your name? Bindi Rover? Oh.
Well, you said it.
You fell for it. Intentionally.
I wish that was a bit. I actually did fall for it.
Did you?
That's not fair.
I wish that was a bit.
That bit
Well,
out.
you've used your one swear now, Jared.
Achilles Stick says, "Will music work for groups eventually? Like traveling the Pyrogate, it's not only the pirate that hears the music."
Yeah, absolutely. So, unfortunately, we were quite rushed on the jump point music design for that. Jump points was the whole thing. Ideally, the music experience should be for the ship and all the occupants inside that ship, because you're all experiencing that together. But I think at the time we had to tie it to, are you flying the ship?
I think a lot of the logic is associated with the ship pilot, and then like anyone who is a passenger is both, you know, actually a passenger and, you know, metaphorically as well in this sort of sense. And I think we just need to be able to figure out how to hook them into that.
Yeah, we've got future improvements planned. They'll come in a release soon.
We can probably fit 2 or 3 more in. Sheep Just Got Real says, "Are there any interesting stories behind the creation of some of the sound effects used in the verse?"
I've got one.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So, because I've been here for so long, I've been very fortunate to have
84 years.
I've had 2 beautiful children. Well, not me, my wife has. But I took the heartbeat of their pregnancy scans, and I put my eldest son on one of the hospital monitors in one of the hospitals. Where is that? I'm not sure which location it's in. And then the younger baby, their heart beat is on one of the other ones. So they live in the game, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
I like he said, "I have 2 beautiful children." Oh, well, no, my wife does. You don't.
No, she gave birth to them. I didn't have them. She did all the hard work.
And lastly, I lost it there. Warhead 64.
Okay,
What
almost
can the
done.
community do for you to make your job easier?
Tell us what you want. Communicate with me and us.
You're going to get so much
I
communication.
don't mind. I want communication. It's a two-way street.
Yeah.
It's a two-way pipeline. So yeah, communicate with us. Reach out to us. I'm here to. When I've got time, I'll want to engage with you. I don't want there to be non-engagement. I think engagement for me is a great creative tool. So you know, I want to, and my ears are no better than your ears. And then, what you hear, I want to hear what you're not hearing. I want to hear what you would like to hear. All of these things are valid creative observations. So reach out.
I mean, we're fundamentally making the game for the community, for the backers. As we're building the team, we're going to be putting more time into being on Spectrum and listening to what they like, what they don't like. But I would ask, please do shout about any audio issues that you come across, because a lot will swing past us and we won't catch them. Even our talented QA team won't catch them because we can't test every context there is. But as soon as there is an issue like a ship stops making a sound, if we've not caught it, please just shout about it. We'll get onto it.
Bugs, we're not deliberately planting bugs. Bugs are an inevitability of development. We're in alpha. It's a deep game. I mean, we will fix things all the time. You know, we're there to fix the bugs and make things better. We're not making you trip up deliberately, but yeah, obviously, like Phil says, you know, reach out. But we have, you know, a dedicated QA. We've got a department, you know, searching all the time to fix this stuff, and we're doing it.
Chat is asking how do they reach out. I'm gonna. So obviously,
What's
Spectrum, you know, post on Spectrum, the Ask a Dev threads, you know, subforums. But I'm going to encourage you, because Simon doesn't know what he's getting into. This is his first show here. I'm going to encourage you to send mailed letters to Simon Gershon, care of Cloud Imperium Games, 6 Goods Yard Street, Manchester, United Kingdom, M3
3BG.
BG.
M3 3BG. Send your letters. I will ensure that they get to his desk, and the next time he's on this show, I want to see I want to see a
Then you actually have to bring your sack.
Bill Simon's sack.
I've already got a sack
Mail.
of sound. I need a sack of mail. Don't do joined up writing. Have difficulty reading
Help
nowadays.
me fill Simon's sack with mail.
No.
Yeah, within reason.
You think as though Simon will love that.
I will. Sorry. But give me a little bit of space. I do need to develop a game here as well, by the way.
Plus, that's the beauty of the physical mail. You can open it.
Did
and
my
read it.
Birmingham accent slip out?
You can
again?
take it home. Read it on the train. Whatever.
Yeah.
Can't develop
Imagine
for all
reading
these
on the
letters.
Yeah, all these letters that the fans like. Right.
All right, I'm gonna ask.
That's not the end.
That's the end.
That is
That's
the
it.
end.
Congratulations. You survived your first SCO.
Oh, it's fun.
I told you, Bill. I've never lost a developer yet. That's not exactly true. but you know, overall, my track record's all right as far as people going back. Usually they yell at me, not the people who are in those chairs. I'm gonna do one more thing though. I'm gonna do wee woo sounds. We got ships. We got like Terrapin medics. We got Cutlass Blues. We got the Apollos coming before the end of the year. Wee woo sounds.
Oh, what? Get some siren sounds.
Sirens, yeah.
Be able to.
Shall we pop one in somewhere? Just for you. When's your birthday?
What's your address?
I won't tell you where I put it.
Yeah, but it just you know it's always I'm you know we're trying to get the flashing lights and everything on the police vehicles and the medical vehicles and whatever. But flashing lights only take us.
All right.
Only take us.
A star siren.
Yeah.
Star
That'd be
siren.
cool.
For Jared.
Tie into VoIP and get like a megaphone on the front of your ship.
Are we going to commit to this?
Yeah, why not? Let's
Yes,
do it.
we will. And
Do
it'll
it.
come into a patch quite soon.
Quite soon.
Soon, yeah.
There
Oh,
are days
there's
I
a
love my job.
Smile of a happy person.
All right, folks, that's it. Thank you for watching Star Citizen Live. Don't forget that Ship Showdown is coming up. When does it start?
29th of July.
29th of
Saw your delivery come through. Could have been a little more efficient on your delivery, but a win's a win.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved